Now today is all about winding down and opening up through the body for a stretch session. So to begin with, we're going to run through some breathing and pelvic floor contractions. Now if you've never worked on your pelvic floor, first of all, if you are able to, I really recommend seeing a women's health specialist, women's health physio specialist, especially if you're near the end of your pregnancy, kind of going into that 4th trimester, making sure that you are nice and strong through the pelvic floor, that you are aware of what's going on down there is really, really important to recovery. But if you have not necessarily worked on it and you want to be able to do it today, think of squeezing a blueberry up through your bottom, through your anus. Or if you've ever tried stopping the flow of urine when you're going for a wee, that is again the feeling that we're going for today. So we'll be exhaling, and that is when we'll do the contraction, the pelvic floor squeeze, and then you inhale and you completely relax, let it go. Now to help you, I want you to place your hands on your rib cage. So either hand is going to go on either side of your body on that rib cage, and think of your rib cage opening and relaxing like an umbrella. So we're opening through the rib cage and we're relaxing, because a lot of time we tend to hold our breath up through our chest. Through the shoulders we get very angry or agitated, we're up here. Instead we're going to be being relaxed through the shoulders and we're opening up through the rib cage. But don't worry too much, just place the hands here, shut off the eyes, and we're going to just settle down before we go into those breaths. So all I want you to do is just shut the eyes off, hands either side of your rib cage, and just take one inhale, one exhale, not thinking about anything, just getting yourself ready. So when you're ready, inhale, and then exhale, let it go. Okay, so now we're going to inhale, filling up through the rib cage, and then exhale, squeeze the blueberry. Inhale, let it go. And then exhale, squeeze. Last one, inhale, let it go. And then exhale, squeeze. And let the hands go. Just bring your breathing back to its normal rhythm. Okay, staying in either this kneeling position or on your bottom. If you need to, you're very welcome to grab some cushions to pop underneath your bum, or blocks if you have access to those. Otherwise, we're going to take the right hand down towards the floor. Left hand is going to sweep all the way over, staying nice and strong through your core, through the chest, and then just looking up towards the sky. Inhale, come back into the middle. Exhale, right arm comes over. Keep that going. Inhale to come into the middle, and then exhale over to the right. Inhale into the middle, and then exhale over to the left. Last one going each way. Inhale, and then exhale. Last one. Inhale to the middle, and then exhale to the left. Perfect. Find yourself in that nice neutral position. I'm just going to shimmy myself around so you can see me. You're going to interlace the fingers, push the hands away from your body, and just drop the chin towards the chest. In all of these movements, all these stretches, really try and connect yourself to your breath rather than kind of holding on to that breath. Really think of inhale through the nose and then exhale out through the mouth, just to help to release the breath, release any tension that's holding in the body. Interlace the fingers, let it go, and then interlace them behind your back, drawing the hands down towards your heels through the floor. Opening up through the shoulders and through the chest. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, let the hands go. Give them a nice shake out. Place your hands down in front of you, and all I'm going to do is take a little rock forwards and backwards, just opening up through the ankles, through the knees, through the wrists. Don't worry about how far back you go, just take this in your own time. Okay, keep your bum back now towards your heels, take your knees nice and wide as the mat if you can. Obviously this depends on where you're at, how big your bump is. And then just reach the arms as long as you can in front. And if you can, try and take the forehead down towards the floor. But don't worry if you need to pop a block, again, on a cushion underneath the head for extra support. So we're going to inhale, lift up. And then exhale, push your bum back towards your heels. Inhale, lift. And then exhale, reach down. Last one, inhale. And exhale, sink down towards the floor. Lift your bum back up towards the sky, reach the arms a little bit further forwards at the end of the mat. Take the right hand and twist, right hand and thread it through underneath the left armpit. And then bring the right side of the head down towards the floor if you can. Slowly bring the right hand back, and then left hand's going to thread all the way through to the right hand side. Inhale and exhale. Bring the left hand back and then push your bum back. Now, option is to stay down here in this child's pose, or if you would like, you can go into a downward facing dog. No pressure, go where feels good for you. So tuck the toes, stay nice and strong through the shoulders, and flow the bum up towards the sky. Now, you can either stay nice and wide as the mat to accommodate the growing bump, or you can bring the feet in a little bit closer and pedal out through the heels, taking a nice big bend through the knees, opening up through the backs of the legs, the calves, the hamstrings. And everybody come back down into that hip stretch, child's pose, knees wide, toes together. Reach the arms nice and long. Inhale, lift your chest up. And then exhale, take the hands to the left-hand side of the mat. And then slowly press your head down towards the floor, opening up through that right-hand side of your body. Bring yourself all the way back into the middle. And then walk them over to the right-hand side. Slowly bring yourself back, opening up through the left-hand side of the body now. Bring yourself, so bum comes up into a hands and kneeling position. And you're just going to take some cat-cow, some movements through the hips, through the pelvis. So I want you to think of rounding through the spine, tucking the chin towards the chest, and then finding yourself in a neutral flat back position, okay? So you have the option to progress here if you'd like to take a full cat-cow, finding an arch through that mid-back and shining the chest up through the sky. If that doesn't feel comfortable, just stick with these half cat-cows. You're rounding and then finding a neutral position, okay? So you are going to inhale, be in that neutral position, and then exhale, round. Inhale, neutral position, or the full cat-cow, and then exhale all the way around. Take a few more times in your own breath. Last one. And then find yourself back in that neutral position. Think of keeping your core engaged, squeezing your tummy towards you. And then you're going to bring your right foot to meet your right hand. And then just shift that back knee, that left knee back a little bit further. Really opening up through the hip flexors, through that right side of the leg. Now, option to progress this exercise, this variation, by tucking the left toes, lifting up the left knees, and just finding a little bit of a rock forwards and backwards. If that feels too much for you, by all means, please do just keep the knees down and just rocking side to side in this variation here. Now, you can also take yourself down to your elbows if you have that there. Don't worry if you don't. And then right hand can come to your right inside knee. And just looking up towards the sky, opening up through that right hip. Place the hands back down. If you were on the elbows, come all the way back up to the hands. And I want you to take your right foot and just heel toe, so basically heel toeing towards the center of the mat. Take your hands either side of this front leg, and then slowly bring yourself all the way back so you're in this half split position or a hamstring stretch. Now, if you have your blocks, you can place them either side, and that gives you a really nice stable option to lean forward into stretch. If you don't have the the mobility, the flexibility, get my words out, to reach the floor. Doesn't matter. The main focus is we're nice and tall through our torso, through our back. So you have the option as well to take the hands to the hips and just find that movement here, okay? So we're just going to undulate. All I want to think of doing is just lifting through the chest, so you come to fingertips, and then taking it a little bit lower, coming to the hands, or just finding whatever movement you have, okay? So lift and relax and lift. If you're up here, just bring the torso up and then exhale, folding forwards. Really thinking of the right leg almost pushing back into that hip joint, okay? So we don't want to worry about just getting our head to our knee. We want to be nice and neutral and folding from the hip. So inhale, come up, and then exhale, finding a little bit more depth. Bend that right leg. Find yourself in that low lunge. Squeeze your left butt cheek, so you find that nice strong stretch through that left hip, and then reach those arms up nice and high, really getting that strong stretch through that left hip. Okay, place the hands back down, and then just wiggle your right foot to meet the left, and we're going to repeat the same through the left side. So left foot comes round to meet the hands. Option to bring the right leg up, rock forwards and backwards, or keep it down on the floor, knees untucked, and find a little bit of a wiggle side to side. Take it down onto your elbows if you can, or keep it up on the hands. Left hand comes to the inside of the knee, looking up towards the sky. And place the hands back down. Bring yourself up nice and tall, and then slowly heel toe that left foot in towards the center of the mat, and then just rocking yourself all the way back. Find that stretch either on your blocks, hands on the hips, and then inhale, find length. Exhale, take it a little bit deeper. Inhale, find length. Taking the hands away obviously adds a little bit extra for the balance, the stability. So if you want to play around with that, then go for it. Inhale, come up. And then exhale, find a little bit more depth. Slowly slide forwards. Find that low lunge. Squeeze your right glutes. And then lift the shoulders, the arms up towards the sky. Nice big open arms, opening up through the chest, the hips. And then take the arms all the way back behind you. Nice big shoulder roll. And then place them back down on the floor, just wiggling that left foot to meet back. Okay, so let's take yourself back into child's pose, just to give yourself a little bit of time just to gather. Okay, nice big deep breaths in through the nose. And then exhale out. One more time. Inhale. And then exhale. Perfect. Walk yourself all the way back up. Taking your hands out in front, nice and strong through the shoulders. Lift your left leg and take the left, I'm going to come out to the side so you can see me here. Take your left sole of the foot and place it down on the floor. So we're opening up through that inner left thigh, the hands are out in front. And I just want you to think of taking your bum back where it feels comfortable and then rocking forwards to your hands. So just taking a few reps here, rocking back and rocking forwards. Don't worry if you cannot get anywhere near your heel. Just work to whatever range of movement you have here. Last one. Bring yourself all the way forwards, weight in the hands, and then we're going to take the left hand up towards the sky, looking up towards that left fist, the left hand, and then all the way back down. Two more. Reach it up and back down. Last one. Stay nice and strong through that right shoulder, Big reach up. And take it back down, perfect. Okay, slowly bringing the left foot back in and then switching so your right leg goes long, soles of the right foot down on the floor. Excuse me. And then you're going to take a nice easy rock back, bum comes towards the heels, rock it forwards. Nice and steady. Again, you can shut off the eyes in these stretches. That helps you to really tune out everything else going on around you. Okay, bring the weight back through the hands. Right arm comes up, look up towards the hands, and then bring it back down. 2 more. Big reach up, and back down. Last one. Big reach up, and bring it back down. Perfect. Right foot comes round. And then just bring yourself into a kneeling position, either low kneeling, or you can bring yourself into a high kneeling position, whichever feels more comfortable, or of course you can take it into a seated position on your bottom. So we're going to just take those breaths one more time, and we're going to bring the pelvic floor squeezes, contractions, whatever you want to call them, back in as well to practice. So hands on the rib cage again, just take one inhale, one exhale, not thinking about anything to do with the contractions. This is just about letting it go. So inhale, and then exhale, let it go. Okay, now inhale, relax, and then exhale, squeeze. Inhale, filling up the rib cage. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, and then exhale, squeeze. And then let it go. Place the hands in the lap or over the bump, and just take a few moments here. Just find that normal breathing rhythm. And then slowly taking a nice big reach overhead, interlacing the fingers, reach it up overhead, and then reach those arms all the way back. I'll take that one more time. Interlace the fingers, big reach up overhead, and then arms go all the way back. And then just place the hands onto the knees. If you're in this kneeling position, you can still do this, and if you're seated, placing the hands on the shins, and I want you to round your back, finding whatever movement you have. Don't worry how much or little you have. Don't worry about what I'm doing. Tucking the chin, and then take it the other way. So opening up through the chest, opening up through the front of the throat, and take one more each way. So reaching forwards, tucking the chin, rounding the spine. And then opening up, reaching up towards the sky. And give a nice little shake out through the hands, shake out the wrists, flutter open the eyes, and you can relax it there. Perfect. A huge well done for completing that today. I really hope you enjoyed it.